Blessings, everyone. Happy Lionsgate. Because this is the beautiful infinite energy that's opening portals from the Lionsgate energy today, which is 8/8. Spirit was very much encouraging to do the Work Your Light Oracle, which also connects Starseed family. And I know many of us have opened our consciousness to this connection that a lot of us are star seeds, whether it's Lyran, Pleiadian, Actarian. It's infinite with this. And so this beautiful Lionsgate energy helps us to feel the energy of the universe. It's not just about the spiritual part of it when we're connecting with angels and guides, but we also have ancient ancestors that are light beings from other worlds. And so today is a very strong portal for this. And also we have the full moon coming, and there's this beautiful planetary alignment coming. So this time, this resonance is very, very geared towards our intergalactic family. And I know many of us have had some beautiful experiences, and many of us are open to this new connection that's coming through, and some incredible people out there who work with connecting those of us here to other worlds. And so first I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be this medium of light. And I ask the ancient galactic families from all of the worlds in our universe and in creation to please step forward and help bring a simple message for the highest good of the collective. Thank you. I'm very grateful. And as you can see behind me, pardon all the boxes, it's still getting sorted, where I'm trying to get my healing room put together, and I'm having some visitors from Australia coming at the end of the month. And so right now the room is being occupied, and it will get settled, and hopefully soon I am going to be able to do more videos and interact with the crystals, the singing bowls, the oracle readings. It's just going to be more well-rounded because I'll have the space set up for that. So right now I've got boxes behind me, just kind of moving things around. So thank you for the patience. It's not a fancy setting. I don't have all the bells and whistles like some of the other oracle readers, but the message, I hope, still comes through. So then what I'd like to do is just kind of, after I've shuffled a bit, I have asked them to help me direct me to a card. I just move them around, and if it flies out, I take it. Okay. So there's 3 actually, which is interesting because I usually only do 1, but they're very specific. So, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And there is a beautiful group of beings that actually are the way of the rose, and they work with Divine Mother, Mother Mary, there's Sophia, there's Mary Magdalene, many names. And even though this portal right now is definitely open for the universal beings and the star seeds, the galactic family still work with those on the other side. This is the understanding that it's all connected. There are universal angels, there's a galactic angels, there's galactic guides. We like to categorize everything so that we can express it in some kind of verbal understanding. But everything in the unseen world is kind of just flows together, so there's not so much categorization of everything. But with this, they're saying that many of us are unfolding. Sometimes it can be challenging. We all know that. Some of us call it shadow work. Some of us call it our triggers. But it is a beautiful unfoldment. And it's graceful if we allow ourselves to understand that it's not just an unfoldment of experience, but it's an unfoldment of wisdom. And the universe is unfolding with us. It is constantly folding back on itself. They're speaking about time folding. And they're saying that as we unfold, we are unfolding what we consider the past and the future into the present moment. They're also showing me the garden, because right now everything in the northern hemisphere, I'm in the United States on Long Island, and it's just the height of summer. Everything has blossomed already, and all the gardens are alive, and it's that beautiful unfolding energy. If we sit in the garden and we notice in the morning how some of the flowers open up in the sunshine, sometimes some of the flowers close in the evening, they're saying it's a time of renewal and rest. And we're recognizing these things in this space. There's an infinite garden always in creation. And that's what we represent in our soul, in our heart, the unfoldment. The next one is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. So as we unfold, they're speaking of this time folding from the past and the future into the present. As we go into this space today of the 8-8 portal, the Lion's Gate, the Akasha is very much prevalent for us to visit. It's being written in the stars. It's unfolding that we can all see. In the stillness, they're saying, as we're quieting the monkey mind, we can learn the most extraordinary things throughout history and yet to come. The different timelines we can visit. We can pull wisdom. We can pull understanding. And we can create healing from visiting and taking what is innately within the universe that we are still connected with. So, some have meditated and gone into the halls of records and visited this beautiful place. But they want us to know that there is the key inside of us. And if we open up to this during this portal, especially with the alignment and the full moon coming, we will be able to access many, many lifetimes of experience. So we understand directly. This is what our guides pull from. This is what our ancestors and our Starseed family pull from, the ancient Starseed family, is the wisdom that we have already experienced. And sometimes they just gently nudge us. They're talking about deja vu. And they're saying if we experience this during this time right now, understand that it's just a remembering for us, that they're giving us these little downloads of moments where it feels like, wow, we've done this before, or I know this place, or I know this person. That's just kind of a sign of them letting us know that we planned those moments, those deja vu moments in our soul record and our contracts to let us know we're on the right path. We designed it so that in that very moment we would remember something that seems unfamiliar in this lifetime. Whether it's how an event plays out, a place, a person, as I said. They're saying, just know that that's when they're connecting us. We're remembering, designing that part of the soul contract for us here. Deja vu isn't necessarily that we've been to that place before or that we're seeing another timeline. It's just remembering, picking the moments, remembering the soul contract that we came here for. And what more extraordinary gift can we get that we're on the right path than having a clarity, a moment, a vivid feeling that we know this innate within us. But how? if we haven't physically experienced it before. And that's the records. That's that moment when we're having access to that in our waking earthly experience. And the third card is the Age of Light. You've been training this for lifetimes, which ties into, they're saying, what they've just expressed. To use this beautiful energy of the Lion's Gate to open up into the light. The wisdom that we've gathered. We're always asking for help and for guidance, and they hear us, and they're there. They're supporting us. But they want to encourage on this beautiful portal day is that we tap into the lifetimes of light that we ourselves, our beings, have collected and brought back to our higher self that is there for us. That's why we have all these lifetimes of experience. We can use it. It doesn't have to come outside of this for us always. Our guides and our loved ones and the angels, Starseed family, Source will always remind us that we are infinitely connected to the records, the Hall of Records, the Akasha, and this light that's encoded that we have spent eons gathering. And today is a beautiful energy to really connect with that. Allow the downloads. Trust the knowing and the synchronicities and the deja vu as it comes. Those are those moments. Unquestionable. I know. Sometimes it's really easy to slip into that second guessing or constantly needing the validation. They don't mind. They're saying they'll always validate what is meant for us. And so connect with the higher self. Before I was guided to do a simple chakra clearing of the third eye chakra today. I did at the singing bowl here. I did a video that I put on X, clearing out the third eye chakra. And so they're saying that if we can listen to any of those frequencies, tones, singing bowls, tuning forks, whatever we use in that frequency for the third eye chakra, to keep it clear today, because this is going to be our gateway into experiencing and unlocking that little bit of energy that will help us to download clearly all of the Akasha records that is needed for us in this lifetime, so that we may use our ancient wisdom. So I would like to say thank you to everyone for allowing me to bring this message. I hope this beautiful energy finds you well, and that we encourage each other today to just sit with this so that we may really remember that not only are we being guided and we're never alone, but the lifetimes of wisdom, the ancient wisdom, is waiting for us. We just have to trust that we can find the space to unlock that. So many beautiful blessings, everyone. Much love.